guys, Creeper Jones 651 here. Before we hop into the video, I gotta say, this is our percentage of people subscribed. I would love if it was more. And on with the video. Welcome back to 100 Days in Survival Minecraft. When we last left off, I had just found this giant cave where I was planning on going exploring later, once I had all the tools necessary. And I fell asleep at day 10, and it was time for day 11. Now, day 11 was when I finally started to get into the swing of things. I went outside, scouted the surrounding area. I needed to build a couple farms. Cows were on my list, and so was sugarcane. So for that, I needed the wood. I needed a lot of it, because I need to repair this farm as well, because it was looking ugly as heck. So yeah, I expanded the path, led it by the farms, and yeah, I learned that trapdoors take longer to cut than fences, so that was interesting. Gathered the wheat, brought some cows along, and deposited them in my pen. This is going to be a great source of a great source of leather and cow meat. Beef, yeah, that's the word. Got the achievement repopulation, and finished. Well, I continued repairing the ugly mess that I had created in the first 10 days. I gathered some berries. I need to put slabs on these or something so I don't prick myself. Anyways, gathered some seeds and was about to go to sleep, but there was monsters nearby. I updated the map and went to check out what was going on, because I thought I heard a pillager, and I figured, heck, if I could get pillagers here, I might have a bow and arrow or something, but nothing was found. It must have been the cows. Anyways, there was still a monster nearby. I scouted everything. I don't know how this is. I almost had a heart attack from this guy. He came out of nowhere. I checked the entire thing. Top of the house, behind the house, everything. Anyways, it was day 12. Started it off getting some food. Killed a spider and a pig, and did a wander about. I found this wandering trader. He didn't look like he sold much. I noticed he sold beetroot seeds. They're not worth getting. I already had pumpkin. So I took his third trade, and he was great. He was really generous, I tell you. Like, check this out. He gave me 2 leads for absolutely free. Then he left. I don't know where he went. But, yeah. I wanted to try them out right away, so I hooked up 2 dogs to a post. I figured they might give me sheep, wool, and mutton as time went on. Breeded some cows, and then I felt bad because these dogs, they don't really deserve to be penned up. So I unleashed them. I didn't have any bones, and I probably wouldn't for a while, so there was no point in keeping them hostage without actually taming them. I called one of these guys Bruce because he stayed around for a while even after I had unleashed him. This one's Bruce. And put some fences around this mine so I wouldn't fall in if it ever got stormy and I just couldn't see where I was going. And yeah, things were looking nice. Anyways, it was time I got actually busy, so I started clearing out an area that I would be using for my sugarcane farm. I wanted it to be double the size of the other 2. So basically, the entire thing right there just duplicated. Anyways, cleared out the land and said goodbye to Bruce, who I was assuming would not be around the next day. Surprisingly, he was. Anyways, I went to bed. It was day 13, and I started getting everything in order. Got resources, expanded the sugarcane farm, grabbed some sand, and that was it. All I did, day 13. It was day 14 now, and I was still working on the sugarcane farm. It didn't take long to get it finished, though. I'd already got all the basic essentials. So, now it was time to breed some cows, and yeah, put some stuff away, expand my wheat field a little bit, and Bruce was still around. So I added a gate and the rest of the fences. And instead of slabs for the waters, I put the trapdoors that I wasn't able to use and planted the sugarcane. The reason I was making sugarcane was for paper and leather, which would give me books and bookshelves. So that was my plan, and it was pretty much accomplished on day 14, and went to bed. It was day 15, and so I decided to update my map. Didn't work the first time, so I tried again, and my goodness, we expanded quite a bit. And did a bit of resource gathering, and yeah, there really wasn't much that I did aside from resource gathering on day 15. So after that, went to bed, and it was day 16. Day 16 was a fun one because it's the day I finally started on my outpost over by the river. Found a sheep in the pen on there, reminded me I needed a pair of shears. I made some chests for storage over by the outpost. I'll be calling this outpost the kiln, and you'll see why once it's been created. Anyways, I decided to go with the same biohome type theme over here as well, just a bit bigger. I'd have a large one, so that it would have room for not just storage, but also adventuring gear supplies. Anything that I might find while I'm out on an adventure, I could just shove there, and it'll be like a giant treasure chest. Also, it'll have like food supplies that I can just restock up on, and just head back out again. So that I'll be able to continue adventuring for longer. Anyways, at that night, I fought off 2 skeletons and a pillager raid. Well, not a raid, but there was a couple pillagers. And I got Bad Omen from it. Also got that guy's nifty banner. So that was nice. I honestly thought I was going to die there. Anyways, took a nap for the night. And it was day 17, sorry. And I got the achievement. I've got a bad feeling about this from defeating the guy with the banner. Got rid of that Bad Omen just in case I might come across any villagers. Oh yeah, Rip Doggo. It was trying to defeat the skeletons, but it got hit with one of the arrows bounced off of my shield, so I thought I shot him. I was trying to keep from having to put it down, but it got to the point where it was either me or the dog, and I chose me. Anyways, defeated the skeleton and headed back over to, well, after collecting the bones, of course, I headed back over to the kiln and cleared out a bit more space, put the boat in the river, collected some more mossy cobblestone, grabbed some copper, because the rain reminded me it was going to storm, and I was in a forest. I did not want a forest fire on my hands, so I built this lightning rod way up high so that it would be the only thing struck. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know the exact range that these affected. The lightning strikes. So I went back to the kiln, put in the mossy cobblestone floor, and I found the sugarcane off in the distance, picked that up, went back to the sugarcane farm, harvested the sugarcane that had grown, and planted the rest. And yeah, things were looking good. I went to bed, and it was the day of day 18, and I looked outside. I was able to see which door the zombies were coming to. That was nice. It's a good thing I added that window. Speaking of windows, after I put in the floor and saved this dog from trying to drown itself, I put in windows in the kiln, like a wraparound window. I'd be taking down the doorways because they needed to be cobblestone, but I'd replace them and it looked nice, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I'm just glad I didn't have to break any windows, because that would have sucked. I don't have silk touch yet. Speaking of enchantments, that's probably something I should do. I'll set up a bookshelf, library, enchantment station in the kiln, probably on the second floor. The bottom floor is going to have the staircase, so it'll probably be the storage room. And you see the center thing I'm working with, it's actually the wraparound staircase, a spiral staircase leading to the second floor. And yeah, I have to say, if this works out, it will be a very nice build. I haven't finished it just yet. I had to take a nap, and it was already the day of 19. We're 2/10 of the way, well, almost 2/10 of the way to 100 days. So yeah, I'm saying so yeah a lot. That's because I have no script. So if you're watching this and you're wondering, I'm just gonna leave it in. Anyways, I tried to keep the palette the same and put a cross on the top with the cobblestone a little bit, like how I did on my bio home that I currently live out of. And I figured instead of going directly over the top, I might have a second floor, so I did a little ring of cobblestone, which worked out pretty okay, and I just had it sort of curve up into these 4 walls. I'm going to have this be kind of like a, you know how end cities have those towers? Well, this is going to be kind of like that. And yeah, check it out. Not bad if I do say so myself. And on the eve of day 20. Now, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited about this build. This was my outpost. This is where I would be going every time I needed to restock, refuel, anything like that. And it needed its staircase, a way up to the 2nd level. Now, the upstairs was going to be my enchanting room, as well as my observatory. And in order for that to happen, I needed to make the top spread out into a platform. I wanted it to fit the theme of the build, so I didn't want to stray too far from the original palette. So I used the same materials. Night fell pretty fast, so I had to sleep. There were monsters nearby, so I had to deal with them. And I went to sleep. Anyways, now it was actually day 20. 2/10 of the way there. Anyways, I'm just gonna let you see what's going on, and I'll be back when it's finished. Now, when I started this, I had no idea that the moonlight coming in through the very top of this would make it look like an alien-like jar, or a vase, if you will. But I really like how it turned out. You can see here in a sec, I pull back to show you how it looks. Now, it is squarish on the top, and that's because I need it to be square for its purpose. I might spread off branches and whatnot, but the moonlight coming over the forest gave it a sort of almost eerie, haunted look, but I was loving every second of it. Check that out. Moon slowly rising. Had to take a thumbnail, because why wouldn't I? But yeah, headed back to my base. And thanks for watching, guys, because this is actually the end of the 20 days. Anyways, like I said last time, if you're new to this channel and don't know who I am, I edit and record all my stuff on my phone, so I do this in 10-day increments so that I have enough storage space to do the video properly. Anyways, if you want to see more of this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, click that bell for notifications, and every time I upload a video, you'll know. Anyways, blessings to y'all. Until next time, peace out.